Mai Tai. It is one of the most famous cocktails in the history of cocktail making. But today I'm gonna show you what I consider to be the best spin-off or riff on a Mai Tai ever. The Mai Tai is a cocktail that almost every bartender tries to put their own spin on or tries to create their own version of. And there's lots of really good ones, but the one that for me, takes the absolute cake, and maybe it's because I'm biased, it is the Tia Mia by Ivy Mix over at Leyenda in Brooklyn. But this cocktail is, like I said, a spin-off on a Mai Tai, but it's a more Latin American spin on a Mai Tai. The Mai Tai, in my opinion, is one of the most misunderstood cocktails because it's kind of been bastardized over the decades and you've been kind of left with a lot of really shitty versions of this amazing drink. So what I love about the Tia Mia is that it takes a very classic Mai Tai recipe and ups it with a whole new Latin American spin. But all right, we can talk about that after we make this amazing cocktail. So we're gonna grab our cocktail shaker. In her book, Spirits Latin America, this cocktail actually calls for Del Maguey's Chichicapa Mezcal and the Appleton Reserve Rum. Unfortunately, I have neither of those two spirits, but the two that I will be using in place are, I will be using Los Vecinos del Campo Espadín Mezcal, which I personally love, has a really nice smoky flavor to it. And we will be using the Hamilton Pot Still Black Rum. It is a Jamaican rum. I love the funkiness of it. It makes for a fantastic cocktail. But if you have Appleton Reserve and the Del Maguey Chichicapa Mezcal, go for that if you want to be more traditional in this. But we are going to grab our jigger and we are going to do 1 ounce of our mezcal. We are going to do 1 ounce of our Jamaican rum. We are going to be doing a 1/2 ounce of Pierre Ferrand's dry Curacao. Delicious Curacao, very classic. 1/2 ounce of that. We are going to do 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. Make sure you are freshly squeezing your lime juice. And last but not least, we are going to be doing a 1/2 ounce of our house-made orgeat. Now in Spirits of Latin America, she calls for Orgeat Works. Orgeat, it's a brand of orgeat. We decided to make our own, and if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments down below if you want to know how it is that I make my orgeat. Just something that I think might be interesting, but let me know if you think it'll be worth it for you. But all right, now that we have everything here, I'm really only gonna add just a couple of rocks to this shaker because I don't want to over dilute it since it will be sitting on pebbled ice. So we're gonna grab about 5 or 6 smaller cubes, put that in there, and then we're just gonna shake it a little bit, nothing too crazy, just to mix all the flavors together. We're gonna grab our rocks glass. Wow, the smell of that is incredible. We're going to strain that out right in there. And then we're gonna fill this up with our pebbled ice. And then we're gonna garnish this with a lime wheel and a mint sprig. So we're gonna put our lime wheel right there, give our mint sprig a little slappy, and put that right there. Just 2 little straws, place that right in there, and we'll give this a nice little taste. First of all, let's just look at how beautiful that looks. That is just an incredibly gorgeous cocktail, just at this point, without even tasting it. Wow. It's a little smoky from the mezcal. It has that amazing funk from the Jamaican rum. The orgeat and the dry Curacao really round it out with that almond and orange flavor, and the lime juice gives you that crispness of the citrus in this cocktail. Perfectly balanced, a beautiful Latin American take on a very classic cocktail. It's so good. It is by far one of the best cocktails I have ever tried. It is probably in my top 5 favorite cocktails of all time, especially as like a new classic, something that was created by someone over the last decade or so, 2 decades way. Ivy Mix absolutely knocked this one out of the park, as she does with pretty much all of her recipes. This right here is an incredible cocktail, and I love it so much. But there you have it. I got an amazing cocktail to drink, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.